If you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought something is kind of off about my makeup, or why are my fine lines and wrinkles being so much more enhanced? You're not alone, and you're probably making one of these top 3 makeup mistakes that I constantly am seeing that is aging you at least 10 years. And as a pro makeup artist and your brown skin Latina beauty bestie, the biggest request that I get asked in my makeup chair is, can you make me look 10 years younger? And the answer, yes. There are certain techniques, simple switches that you can make in your makeup routine right now to make you instantly look more youthful, radiant, glowy, while still embracing your natural beauty. Today, I'm sharing with you 3 tips to balance your makeup for a more youthful look that are absolute game changers, especially if you're in your 30s or 40s. And they're so simple to do. So let's jump right into it. Tip number 1, soften your brows for the love. As someone who naturally has pretty full brows, I love a good bold brow moment. But if it's too dark, too boxy, or too heavy, it can actually drag your face down and age you. Our brows are the frame of our face. And if they're off, it's going to be the first thing that people will notice about you. Instead, you want to go in with a brow pencil shade that is at least 1 shade lighter if you have darker brows, or 1 shade darker if you have lighter brows. And always use light, soft strokes to fill in your brows, focusing mostly on the areas where you lack brow hair. Blend it out with a spoolie. And if you want an even fuller brow look, because maybe you weren't blessed with thick, beautiful brows, use a light tinted brow gel to add a little bit of color and a little bit of extra fullness, but remember not to go too dark with this color. A lot of us are taught to define the entire front brow to the tail, but softer brows can give your whole face a lifted, more youthful look without feeling too harsh and still framing your face. Tip number 2, your blush placement matters more than you think. I always say that blush is more important to structuring your face than contour is, and this can be further than the truth. If you're applying your blush directly on the apples of your cheeks or below your cheekbone, it will completely pull your face downward. Instead, start at the temples and apply it slightly above the apples. This will give you a more lifted and fresh look. And pro tip, if you switch your powder for a cream, that will give you a more natural finish. This trick literally gives you a mini facelift without any needles. Tip number 3 may hurt, but stop using super pale nude lip colors. As we get older, we lose color in our lips. So the more muted and pale you make your lips, the more aged you're going to look, especially if you're not using a lip liner. Instead, you want to start off first with a rosy brown or soft brown lip liner to naturally define the lips. Then for the lip color, it's totally up to you. You can go in with a nude lip color if you want, but I recommend going in with a rosy pink lip tint, especially if you're over the age of 30, because this will give your lips a natural, flushed, youthful glow that you once had when you were in your 20s. And don't be scared of a hydrating glossy formula. Choosing the right formula will help to hydrate the lips, and as I always say, hydrated skin is youthful skin. Plus, with modern makeup technology, the formulas today are way less sticky than they used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s. So don't worry about looking like a goopy mess. And a little bonus tip, because I just couldn't help myself, the amount of women who tell me that they use powder foundation over the age of 30 is baffling. And the thing about powder is that powder absorbs excess oil, aka hydration. And as we get older, our skin starts to get more and more dry. So this is just going to enhance excess skin texture, make the skin feel super tight, and look aged as the day goes on. Instead, you want to switch to a cream foundation formula. I personally love using this all-in-one custom palette from Saint Beauty, where you have 3 shades to create a 3-dimensional foundation finish. I know contour sounds really scary and intimidating, but I promise you that it gives your face so much more dimension, so much more shape, and gives you that youthful finish that you are longing for, especially because things start to fall out of place as we get a little bit older. So using a little bit of contour to put things right back in place without needing any surgery is definitely a pro. I love that cream makeup melts into the skin, moves with your face, and gives you that natural glow that you want. And with this custom palette, you can have your whole entire makeup routine in one simplified palette. And if you're wanting help with choosing your perfect shades and learning how to use it too, check out my color match form down below. Once you place your order, I'll send you an email on how you can book a 20-minute lesson with me, and I'll teach you how to create an everyday natural makeup look in the palm of your hand. I hope that you try out these tips. Let me know down below in the comment which tip you're going to try out first. Be sure to like this video if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, send this to a friend who is struggling with their makeup, and give this video a big thumbs up so that I know what videos to make for you in the future. And until next time, stay glowy, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.